Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Murray. I am a Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and today I want to give you a few tips on how to use Facebook in an effective way and an efficient manner so that you don't get sucked into Facebook when you jump on in order to work your business or with the intention of working your business and instead get distracted by your news feed. So I'm going to show you a few ways to access our team pages because, as most of you know, most of our teams in Plexus are using Facebook groups as the primary way to get information to our teams. And within those groups, we use files and we post videos and all sorts of things. So I want to make sure that you have easy access to those groups and you know the best way to navigate those groups in order to make the best use of your time. So here's Facebook. This is what it would look like when you log in from your desktop. I'm also going to show you how to set things up on your desktop so that it is easier to use with your phone as well. So first, here we have our desktop. If you can see here on the left-hand side, there's this column that says favorites. Now, all of this is editable. You can change it, you can rearrange it, you can take things off. So for example, here, if I don't want photos in my favorites, I'm going to remove that. But everything else here I've added myself, and you can also rearrange. So let's say, I'm in this group that was for July. I'm going to remove that from my favorites. This group is for August, so I want to move it to the top so that I can see it more easily when I jump on. It's going to go right to the top there, and I can just say I'm done. You can move those all around. So, and again, these are groups. So if you want to log on to your Facebook and you won't have any of these favorites yet, you can go to, let's say you're in my team page, so you're going to say I want to go to Steph's Plexus Gems. From here, you click the little three buttons on the side, and it would say add to favorites. Right now it's already in my favorites. So you click the little buttons and you would click add to favorites, and then it'll pop up usually at the bottom of this list. And then if you wanted to move it to the top, you hover over till that little wheel pops up and you can click to rearrange and move it to the top. So the reason that this is great is because when you are jumping online over either on the desktop or on your phone, you can easily go to your favorites and go directly to the team page instead of getting distracted by your news feed or whatever. Now, I would also suggest that you not only add your top team pages to your favorites, but that you then make it a point to intentionally get on, if it's in the evening that you work your business more, or in the morning or on a lunch break, that you get on, that you just immediately go to your team page and you just scroll down a little bit to see what's happening. Don't wait for a notification to pop up and then go click and see what's going on, but just intentionally go to your team page, whatever the biggest team page is or whatever you utilize the most that you feel like you get the most out of, go to that team page and scroll down so that you see all of the latest stuff until you go, oh yeah, I already read that post, or just make sure that you haven't missed anything. So that's my top tip number one. So that's how you save to your favorites. Again, you would go to the team page. It has to be on a desktop version. You would click add to favorites. This would say add to favorites if it wasn't already. And then you can hover over the little wheel to rearrange. Now, once you're in, actually, let me back up. Once you add it to the favorites over here, it translates to the Facebook app on your phone. I don't think you can add from your phone to the favorites, but you would do it on your desktop, and then it will be on the phone app so that you can access your favorites from your phone as well. Now, when you're inside the group, there are some functions that you guys need to know how to use in order to get your questions answered more easily and to be able to access information. So the first thing I want to highlight for you guys is the search feature right here. So if you're in the team page and you're up at the top, this is again on the desktop version, but there's also a version on the phone I'm going to show you later. You would just go to this little magnifying glass box and you can search any keyword. So let's say you have a friend that says, oh, well, I have Hashimoto's thyroid disease. Do you know if Plexus would help with that? Instead of coming to this team page and, typing out a thing and asking people, the first thing that you really need to do is search, because chances are the question's already been answered. So you could say Hashimoto's and click enter. and see what comes up. And there's all sorts of stuff. And the thing is here, if you notice, I'm not just going to say, oh, well, I'm looking for the answer to be in the post. Most of the time, the answers are in the comments. You can see there's 15 comments on this. So you make sure you go and click on the comments and see what people are saying about Hashimoto's and what they use and all sorts of stuff. So make sure that you're using this search feature when you're on the desktop version. It's this little box with the magnifying glass. You might need to play around with the keywords too. So don't just search one thing and say, oh, I can't find it, but use some creative keywords to try to find your answer before you go asking. Now, the other really amazing source of information that we have in the team pages is, so you jump onto the team page here, but is the files tab. And a lot of people don't even know this exists. The thing is, when you search, if you're searching something, if you type in a keyword, the only thing that it does not bring up are files. So if you're looking for a file, you can't search here and expect to find it. You have to go into the files tab. Now, I would encourage you guys to spend some time in looking through what these files are. There's a lot of good information here. You click the files tab. Again, this is from desktop version, so it would be up at the top. Click files, and you can see all of these files. There's really good information. One of my favorite files is the very first one that I should say second one that I ever uploaded was Facebook inquiry responses. This is literally a script for you when people ask you about Plexus on Facebook in Messenger, how to respond. There's tons of good information. All of our opportunity meeting outlines. I always post, any slides that I use for anything. It always goes here. So, all of these resources are at your fingertips, but you have to take the initiative of going to the files and looking through things and opening it up and getting to know what we have for you. If you want to host a Plexus Unwrapped or a 7-day Plexus 101, or you're looking for a goal chart, there's all sorts of stuff here. Compensation plan information, income disclosure. Get familiar with the files here. Again, there's also a way to access them on your phone, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, the other thing that I want to highlight here is our pinned post. When you log into Facebook on a desktop, the pinned post is automatically the first thing you see on your page. Now on your phone, it's different. You have to click on something to see the pinned post. But when you log in here, you can see it immediately. See here, it says pinned post. That means that this is always at the top. And there's a reason that this video is what the pinned post is. It's really important, and you should be tagging every brand new ambassador in the comments so that they can watch this short video. This is a top 10 oopsies or mistakes that new ambassadors make, and it's really great advice that Janelle and I put together. And I always remind people on our welcome thread, which you can see here, our new August ambassadors. I say it even here. Don't forget to tag them in the pinned post 10 oopsies video. So then you would go, if you're on your desktop, that's easy. You just scroll right to the top and comment here. If you're on your phone, I'll show you how to do that. So the last thing I want to make sure that you are aware of by using the desktop version of Facebook is this notifications tab. So make sure that you set the notifications for each group to be what you want it to be. You can say all posts so that you get notified when anyone posts. You can say highlights, friends posts, or off. So you use your discretion and make it what you want, but I just want you to be aware that you can edit the notifications. And like I said in the beginning, instead of waiting for those notifications to come through, I would set aside 15 minutes a night to intentionally go to your top 3 team pages and just go straight there and scroll the feed and see what kind of training your upline has posted for the day, if there's any great announcements, if anyone else is asking for some help, that you could comment on that, if anybody has announced a promotion, that sort of thing. So that is everything I want to show you on the desktop version. I'm going to show you how to use all these great features on your phone as well. Features from your phone. So if you have the Facebook app downloaded, I want to show you how that favorites thing would work. So you already went on to the desktop version. You added the groups to favorites. So to access those, when you get onto your Facebook app, you would click the little more button down here in the bottom right. So you click that, and you have to scroll down just a little bit, and here you can see all of my favorites. So I can go easily into Steph's Plexus Gems, and again, you can spend 10-15 minutes a day making sure that you've gone through, that you're congratulating team members, that you're answering questions, that you're taking the time to watch any videos that were posted, all of that stuff. So that's the easiest way to get into the groups from the app. So again, you just hopped on the app, you click the more button, and you scroll down to your favorites, and there they are. So I showed you on the desktop version how to search. Well, it's really cool because you have the same search feature here from the app. You see the search button right there. You just click search, and you can search any keyword. The kind of cool thing here is on the app, it gives you popular searches. So if you're looking for compensation plan, it already suggested that, etc. So you can go back, search those keywords, and see what you find. Now on here, when you're on the app, getting to the pinned posts requires an extra step. If you're on the desktop, it's right at the top. But when you're on your phone's app, you have to tap right here where it says View Pinned Post. So if you're going on here and you went to our New August Ambassadors thing, and you tagged your new ambassador to welcome them, then you also need to scroll all the way up to the top, click View Pinned Post, and there's our 10 Oopsies video. And then you can comment there to tag that person. So those are the top 3 things that I wanted you to know about using the Facebook app. You can also edit notifications just like you can on the desktop by clicking that little info button. That gives you several other options on the app. So you can do notification settings there. So with that, that's all I've got for you.